There is one giant lie that recipe makers love, that it only takes a matter of minutes to caramelize onions. In reality, actually caramelizing onions, like turning them into sweet, complex, jammy deliciousness, involves basically chaining yourself to the stove for what feels like forever. Why does it take so long? And if you don't have that kind of time, do any of the quick hacks out there actually work? Lots of research, lots of onions, and lots of tears later, I have the answers. And spoiler alert, there's only one hack worth trying. This is Minute Food. Obviously, the first thing I had to do in my oniony quest was cook up a big batch of classic caramelized onions so I could bathe in their deliciousness. I mean, use them as a scientific benchmark. I also wrangled every relevant expert I could find to help me understand what's going on in that pot. Now, I've occasionally heard that, despite the name, caramelized onions are actually the result of the Maillard reaction, which sounds plausible. Both caramelization and the Maillard reaction are chemical reactions that, especially at high temperatures, transform sugars into lots of different molecules, many of which are either dark brown or delicious. But while caramelization only requires sugars and heat, the Maillard reaction also requires free amino acids. And onions contain remarkably few amino acids, or proteins to break down into amino acids. So the contribution of the Maillard reaction to caramelized onions is pretty minimal. The dominant process going on here is true caramelization. So here's a short and sweet primer on what exactly that involves. Once things get toasty enough, large sugars start breaking down into smaller ones, like sucrose into glucose and fructose, which, by the way, taste nearly twice as sweet as sucrose. Then, more time and more heat transform many of those small sugars into a ton of different products. Some are big molecules that, for complicated chemistry reasons, are dark brown. Others are super small and super volatile molecules with all sorts of flavors. Some nutty, some fruity, some buttery, some bitter. Still others, for reasons scientists don't fully understand, actually enhance our perception of sweetness. The longer the process goes, the more of these final products, the dark brown super complex ones, you'll get. And this whole process simply takes time, especially at temperatures low enough that aren't liable to burn your onions. Plus, there isn't all that much easily accessible sugar in an onion. Most of its sugars are locked up in big carbohydrates. With enough heat, they will break down, producing additional sweetness and allowing for further caramelization. But this decomposition takes a while. As a result, truly caramelizing onions takes anywhere from an hour to several hours, depending on how low and slow you go and how deeply caramelized you're going for. My caramelized onions, which were amazing, took me 1 hour and 10 minutes. But I am a curious culinary nerd who is perpetually short on time. The obvious question is whether it's possible to speed this process up. So I tried 6 different hacks out there that claim to deliver delicious caramelized onions quickly, some as fast as 15 minutes, and compared them to the real deal. First, microwave caramelized onions, which were done in a super quick 15 minutes. I thought these were going to suck, and they did. They were super dried out and really unevenly browned, or blackened, really. They were closer to fried onions than caramelized onions. Definite fail. Second, oven caramelized onions, which clocked in at 39 minutes. Basically the same thing here, somehow dried out, raw, and burned all at once. Nope. Then I tried this version from Serious Eats, in which you cook the onions on high heat, deglazing the pan almost constantly to avoid burning. Despite being called 15-minute caramelized onions, it takes more like 25 minutes total. I'd call the result cooked or even browned onions, but not caramelized onions. They were still pretty firm and barely sweet at all. If you are looking for even a reasonably close approximation of caramelized onions, this too is a fail. Next, classic caramelized onions, but with a sprinkle of baking soda early on. These clocked in at 46 minutes. Baking soda speeds things up because caramelization, like the Maillard reaction, accelerates under higher pH conditions. These were closer to the gold standard I was looking for. They were sweet, but like cloyingly sweet, with none of the depth or complexity that I love about real caramelized onions. Plus, they turned into kind of a mush. Another fail. And I got a very similar result with the next hack, pressure cooker caramelized onions, which took 42 minutes from start to finish. Mushy, overly sweet, boring. Fail. The final contender was a trick from America's Test Kitchen, in which you steam the onions in water first, then repeatedly smash and flip them over medium-high heat. It's a technique Helen Rennie, one of our favorite YouTube cooking nerds, refers to as steam then brown. These onions came out nice and soft, but not mushy, and were wonderfully sweet and complex. They were virtually indistinguishable from the legit caramelized onions. Finally, a pass. But the time savings here were underwhelming. ATK claims this technique takes 30 minutes, but it took me 50 minutes for these onions to reach about the same level of caramelization that I had gotten in an hour and 10 minutes with the standard method. I think I could get that down a little bit by using slightly higher heat if I'm careful, but still, this was the slowest quick hack that I tried. So I don't really think it is possible to significantly cut down the time it takes to caramelize onions and still have them be good caramelized onions. And Serious Eats, despite publishing some of these very hacks, seems to agree. They have added various post-publication notes and changes to all their quick caramelized onion recipes, basically unrecommending them in favor of the OG method. The scientific reason for this seems to be that caramelization is just a really delicate reaction. It's affected by basically every condition and parameter you can think of. Significantly speeding up the caramelization process requires significantly changing the conditions under which it happens, like doing it at higher temps, under pressure, using a dry cooking method, or increasing alkalinity, all of which change the eventual outcome. Only the ATK hack, the STB version, seemed to be able to escape this fate and produce properly caramelized onions on a somewhat shorter timescale. I think it's because, while the added steaming step does give you a head start on starting to break down sugars and larger carbohydrates, as well as softening the onions just enough to increase contact with the pan, you end up back at more or less the standard caramelization process, which simply takes time. I like this strategy, and I'm going to continue to use it, but I'm not sure I would call it quick. There is some good news though. Caramelized onions keep really well, either in the fridge or the freezer. So maybe there is another hack after all. When you take the time to make caramelized onions, either the classic way or the STB version, make a ton. Then, whenever you need some, you already have them on hand. That is the fastest path to caramelized onions that you will ever find. Okay, so if you're a fan of Minute Food, you know that I am really into pans, which might sound like a weird thing to be into, but having a great pan can make or break a meal. That is why I am so excited that Made In sponsored this video. Their pans are literally world class. They're used by professional chefs in some of the world's best kitchens. Yet they're perfect for home cooks too. They have over 100,000 5-star reviews from press and customers. Made In's stainless steel pans, which you saw at work throughout this video, are particularly awesome. They're made of premium 5-ply stainless steel, which sets them apart from a lot of the other pans out there. Basically, they heat more evenly and retain that heat better. Also, you see these really nice sloped walls and rolled edges? They make it so easy to flip your food. It is just such a pleasure to cook with these pans, and cooking should be a pleasure. Check out the stainless collection and Made In's other cookware using the exclusive link in the description to save on your order. And remember, every time you buy, or even just look into the products we share with you, you are actually supporting Minute Food. So thanks to you and to Made In.